Not many things scare me, but this angle scares me. It's a hard angle to draw. But you know what I always say, draw what scares you. And by now, everyone probably saw the Frieren meme, but just in case you didn't, one Reddit user, SpaceDev1, uploaded this drawing of Frieren and it exploded. A lot of people thought the drawing was funny, but more than that, a lot of artists could relate to how hard it is to draw this angle. Many people took on the challenge of drawing this low angle Frieren. So I decided to challenge myself as well. I'm going to draw a secret low angle Frieren at the end, so please stay for that as well. One thing I really love about this peak drawing is the jawline. Many people might have just gone for like a simpler, rounder shape, especially since it's anime, but I feel like this person made an effort to study how the human jaw is shaped. Because if you look at the anatomy, the jaw is triangular shaped if you look at it from below. I will put the original drawing here and try to make it my own. We want Frieren to be looking up and towards this direction. When you are drawing this angle, you have to imagine the 3D shape of the face. Everything on the face is going to follow these curves here, right? I like to start by drawing the nose, and then I'll draw the rest. And of course, the eye on the left, which is the right eye from her perspective, is going to be less visible than the other one because it is like facing away. So remember that. And here's the jawline, which also is following the curves that I drew. And since Frieren is looking up, the ears are going to be on the lower side, right? This is important because it also has to follow the curves. And there we go, she has elf ears. And remember, the mouth also has to follow the curves like this. Now, since the angle is looking up from a lower position, you won't be able to see that much of the forehead and hair on top. I'm just attempting to present more depth by giving the hair more volume here. Okay, so the hair is kind of a little bit harder than I thought. I hope it doesn't deviate too much. I just wanted to make that little volume, but yeah. And here I'm trying to figure out if I should drop the part of the other ear, but I don't think you have to be able to see it from this angle. Her clothes, I believe, will also curve in a similar way to the face, although I would think to a lesser degree because we're still looking at her from below, but not too below. And Frieren has these twin tails that are a bit higher up, so I think about here will work. And I guess we'll just speed things up here. You know, I went to the bookstore recently and I bought a bunch of Frieren manga because I like collecting manga books. I have like hundreds and thousands. Maybe I spent too much money on it, but okay, let's get to the line art now. Remember that the bottom of the eye especially will follow the curve on the face. Okay, there we go. So this is how I'm going to draw the eyes and the mouth to make it look like she's looking up. And now I'm trying to figure out if I want to outline the jaw, but since the drawing is supposed to be like a softer and more cute, I think we can work without outlining the chin. We'll put some shadows under there or something later to show that it's an upward angle. And we'll kind of try to speed things up a little bit here. You know, I really enjoyed this whole challenge thing because it was just like artists just getting together, you know, they like give each other tips, but more than that, it was like this trying to draw a hard angle, like it resonates with you, you know, like we know what the original artist was going through, so I think it's one of those times where the internet is beautiful, and I think that was good. And about the drawing, like remember to make the side of the clothes that's farther away, a little more narrower. I was working on that and trying to make the hair feel more real here, and yeah. And now I'll get to coloring. Like, this is another step where you can express more hints to show that the character is facing upwards, because you can use shadows. Since the light is coming from the sky, in this case, I feel like under the nose and under the chin is where the shadow is going to go. And since there's so much I still have to learn about shadows and lights and everything, yeah, I'm not gonna be that good at it. I'm just going to be kind of experimenting with how much shadow I should apply and where to make it look cute. Like, I don't want to make the shadow too overwhelming. And you can see that I'm just trying a lot of stuff out to see which one I like best. Oh no, I think this is kind of hard. When I saw the pictures that the other artists drew, yeah, they made it look so easy somehow, but like, I understand why it's a challenge now, I guess. I think I can go with something like this though, maybe. Alright then, let's get to the rest of the coloring. And here I'm doing the eyes, but I think I drew the pupils a little different for each eye, so I'm attempting to fix that here. Okay, and I think Frieren's hair is like a cool tone and light gray hair, so I think this will be okay. I'm putting shadows on the hair as well to give it more depth. Yeah, I feel like I don't really know what I'm doing exactly, but I'm just trying to remember that the light is coming from the sky, you know, most likely. Alright then, we're going to move on to the accessories, giving the earrings a simple highlight, and then we'll move on to the clothings. I don't want to take this too long, so maybe we can speed it up a little bit. I think something like this is alright. Yeah, I hope you guys like it too. I mean... And then we're going to give her a blue sky background. I thought about drawing simple clouds here. But I think something more simple would be better. Mostly because I'm not confident on drawing clouds. But here we go. How about this? So here it is, the finished picture. But before we end, I want to talk about why people choose to draw this particular low angle. Because in this case, I think the fact that Frieren is looking into the sky is the important part. It's like the empty sky she's looking at right now is crucial to this cut. It gives you a feeling of this hopefulness and a wonderful anticipation about what's to come. But there is actually another important reason why artists draw low-angle shots. It makes the character look intimidating, like she is looking down at you, like you are kneeling down, looking up at her, you know? It's an important technique that is used in a lot of comics. So here's the secret low-angle Frieren that I was going to draw, and I might have to apologize to some fans, but I'm sorry, and please forgive me. We are going to get rid of all the skies here because the focus is now the character. We're going to channel our inner Kira and make evil Frieren look intimidating. They're looking down at you. I'm drawing the guidelines again so that I can get a sense of where to put everything. Like especially the bottom of the eye, which should follow the curve. Okay, so drawing something like this should work. And again, I'm really sorry. I hope it's okay, okay? I'm having a little bit of a trouble with the mouse there, but I think that should do it. And then we're just going to color things in, and I'll speed it up. And instead of the blue sky, we're gonna give a more ominous color like this one. And there we go. We aren't done yet though, because we're going to go and change the shadows a little bit. The light is no longer coming from the skies, it's more coming from the bottom where you're standing. So, I think something like this will be more fitting. And there is my evil, intimidating Frieren from the low angle. What do you think? And once again, I apologize for making her evil, but I do wish that this was somewhat fun to watch. It was definitely a fun challenge myself. And now we will all have a good day now, won't we?